Guys, I'm kind of fucked up right now. the the ice the ice house is really hitting me.
How many have you had?
I've had one 24-ounce ice house and a Busch Light.
Dude, I'm telling you, the ice house is the move. I talked about it last time, and it was pretty good. But you get a little bit of a little bit extra punch there.
Dude, 5.5%. The can's red, white, and blue, so you can't go wrong there. They say it's ice brewed for a bolder taste. It compares to a Busch Light, but it does have a bolder taste.
And like 1.3% more alcohol. So it's like
1.3%.
It's like getting punched with like a 6 knuckle instead of just 5 knuckles.
Ice House might be the move, honestly. Have like 3 of these.
Do they sell 12-ounce cans of that?
Brett has 16s, but this is all they had at the Kroger. These were also on 10. They were 10 for $10 this week, so a 24-ounce can for $1. You can't beat that.
6-pack of pints for like, I think I spent $4.98 at the gas station.
This party this weekend, I'm supposed to get 3 cases of Natty 30 racks. I may just take that $45 and buy 45 Ice House 24-ouncers.
See, here's what's going to happen is you're going to take that and get the ice houses, you're going to bring them, and nobody's going to touch them.
No one's going to.
And it's going to be like 9:45, 10, and somebody's going to look at it and be like, damn it, the only thing we have is ice house. So what they're going to do is they're going to take it outside and shotgun it because they don't want to taste it, so they're shotgun it. And then they're going to end up in the ER, and people are going to be like, wow, we need more ice house in our life. And that's how this podcast has started the ice house beer revolution.
This party starts at 11 a.m., by the way. So if I don't end up in the ER by 7:30, it won't be a good party.
Okay, so I take it back. I'm going to say it's 1:45 in the afternoon. Natty's going to be out.
I'll be right back. I'm getting another Busch Light. I'm going to the bars tonight, so I can drink as much as I want.
You're listening to Tailgate Country. On today's episode, we're talking the best concerts, albums, and beers of summer 2019.
Oh, damn.
You're right. This does taste like a Busch Light.
Right?
But it doesn't have it has like a weird aftertaste, though.
It does have a weird aftertaste, but that's the 5.5% alcohol you're tasting there. Okay, so I remember last week we started with that article by Luke Combs, not by Luke Combs, of Luke Combs.
Of Luke Combs.
And now today, I have to start with this total surprise for you guys. It is a song by Upchurch, a famous country music band that is big into rap.
Oh boy.
Featuring Luke Combs. Just listen to this gem. Listen to this gem. Brian, just wait. I know you're like, it's not bad. It's the song hasn't started yet. This is the intro.
I was gonna say, if you kept this going, I mean, it's fine. Let's not.
This is like a whole genre.
Yeah.
There's a whole genre of that, of like country rap. They're like,
dude, yeah,
rapping about their big green tractors and cowboy hats.
You know what? If we consider that country, I hate to keep bringing it up, but we got to consider Old Town Road country.
I would still
If you consider that, I think Old Town Road falls in the same category as that.
yeah, they're the same,
I would say
like
so.
same style.
I still think the song's a joke though. That he's making fun of country
I totally
music.
believe. Did you guys see the tweet that we got?
The taste of
The Monday morning
you,
hangover or something.
yeah.
Pretty reputable site there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're actually really nice about it. Like they started off. So what happened was we tweeted out. We quoted Morning Hangover had a tweet that's saying, "Someone tell these narrow-minded, ignorant fools that Old Town Road deserves to be on the country music charts. This is a song about heart, fight, perseverance, coming up from nothing and making something. There's real substance to what Lil Nas X has to say." And it's a picture of Lil Nas X in a crooked cowboy hat doing like the finger guns at the camera. So then I quoted it and said, "Not only has this topic been beaten to death, but y'all just missed a mark. Luke Combs pointed out the sarcasm in the song and it's making fun of the genre. It's hardly country music." And they actually responded to it and said, "Due respect, you should watch the video feature where Lil Nas X explains the origin of every lyric in the song. He's not mocking anything or anyone, but telling a personal story about having no place to go." Final stats on this tweet by an account that has over 8,300 followers: 3 likes,
3 likes.
no retweets.
What wasn't the originally that song put on TikTok or something?
It could have been.
I'm pretty sure that's how it was discovered.
Right.
Old Town Road.
And yeah. Yeah.
See, my opinion on that is like, he's had a couple of months now to kind of like conjure up the story. And it's one of those like, it's a joke until it's not anymore. And so, you know, it got big. It was a joke at first. It got big. And then, of course, he's like, "Oh, well, you know, this is my story. And I really grew up in Old Town Road." I'm like, dude, at least own it. If it's going to be parody, own it. Like, that's
Yeah.
fine. Like, I'm cool if you're going to make fun of it. That's fine. But, like, don't try to say, "Oh, well, it actually had some meaningful lyrics behind it."
No, it didn't. I think he's just a got lucky, one-hit wonder, and then 2 months, no one will know who he is anymore.
Yeah, assuming we don't, you know, assuming we stop talking about it. We're guilty,
Yeah.
but by the way, our like artist thing that we're listening to doing pretty well so far.
Yeah, I saw that
on Instagram and
Some
Twitter.
people
Yeah,
commented,
Brinley Addington responded to a comment that I commented on from my personal that was saying honorable mentions Brinley Addington, Parker McCollum, and he actually responded to it, which is kind of cool.
Then Riley Green liked the one on Twitter.
Wait, what? Did he really?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Dude, I didn't see that. The actual artists themselves, like, they're pretty active. Like, they're responsive, I think is a better word than active.
Now, who knows if it's... I think some of the, like, Muscadine is really them, but who knows about some of the other guys.
Yeah, I know Brinley Addington's really him because he's on it all the time. Riley Green, I'm pretty sure it's him.
Yeah. I bet, like, how you got on Cody Johnson's thing, I bet that's was, like, a PR person that
he did Facebook Live one time, and he's even like, "I hate social media. I'm really bad at it. That's why I pay somebody to do it." So I know it's not him. But yeah, I love these artists that are really responsive on social. Like Muscadine, they'll respond to everything. You tweet at them, send them a message, and they'll like it. They'll respond to it. Morgan Wallen's pretty good at liking and being responsive to stuff. I just love that like dimension, just to be able to connect with the artist that you otherwise wouldn't be able to.
I've been trying to get John Langston to follow me, like my personal.
He will. Give it time. He will.
I just keep tweeting at him.
All right. Well, you guys want to dive on into our
episode 2.
Our summer episode. Yeah, episode 2. Here we go. So kind of what the basis is that we're doing here for this episode is we're going to be looking at all the best concerts, festivals, music coming out, albums that are coming out, the beers you should be drinking, pretty much everything to gear us up and get us ready for summer 2019. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start off with the concerts that we're going to. I'll start since new job, can't really get to too many this summer, but the two that I have lined up right now, the Josh Abbott band and Riley Green are going to be coming to New Braunfels right around here, and it's right after July 4th, so that should be pretty cool. It's at this little place called River Road Ice House that I love that place. It's pretty cool. I've seen Parker McCollum there. And of course, Riley Green is like, he's almost at the top of my list of people I want to see.
Riley Green's a great performer. I saw him, and Trey Landon actually opened for him.
Oh.
That's when I got
Oh,
introduced
so this
to
was
him.
recent.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
late.
it
It was late in the semester.
last fall, I think, like November.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that one. Small venue will be pretty close.
I'm excited for that one too because I'll be down there. We'll be recording a podcast together.
Oh yeah, for
instead of
once
FaceTime,
that's gonna be pretty cool. We'll definitely do a little bit about that. And then the only other concert that I've slated for this summer, July 14th in Chicago, Illinois, Windy City Smokeout. Went to this last year. It's a blast. It's got to be one of the best concerts, day-long concerts I've been to. And this year, that we're going on the Sunday, the final day, and Cole Swindell's headlining. Jordan Davis, Parker McCollum, Ashley McBride are all opening up for him. Beer vendors around, and we went to that last year, so this will be 2 years in a row. We'll probably do something either live from there or an episode recap of the Windy City Smokeout. So those are the two concerts I'm going to this year. This summer. Not a very stacked list, but so the way that Windy City gets you here, love the place, but the way that they get you is they give you wristbands that just connect to your credit card before you go. So you put your credit card, connect to these things. So the rest of the day, all you do is just scan your wrist, and you're like, oh, I'm not doing anything.
You have no idea what money's coming in and out.
Yeah, I think I spent like $130 on beer that day.
Yeah.
So concerts for me, Brian and I are going to Country Fest in Akron, which is Cassidy Pope, Morgan Wallen, Kip Moore, and Chris Young. I'm really looking forward to seeing Morgan Wallen and Kip Moore. Those are probably two of
Let me give a gripe about this one. I had a ticket bought to this to go with them.
Still have your ticket, Brett.
Yeah, because I was moving back, and then I got this job, and I wasn't moving back to Ohio anymore. Like, come on, Chris Young, Kip Moore, Morgan Wallen, Cassidy Pope. 3 out of those 4 easily could headline at like a mid-sized stadium and sell it out. Of all the people I've seen, Chris Young, Cody Johnson, Drake White, I think those 3 in Midland, I think those 4 are like the most vocally talented people I've ever heard.
I think some of the best places to see people are at just the county fairs. I think like 2 years ago, I saw Luke Combs at the county fair before he was who he was. And he played every song off his album. He played Sheriff You Want To and brought the county sheriff up on stage and basically sang it to him. Yeah, that's probably one of those things that like you'll never see again. I mean, with him selling out stadiums now, no. This concert there was maybe 1,000 people there. It was probably like one of those concerts I'll never forget. But this summer I'm seeing Michael Ray and Drake White at the Madison County Fair, which they're both pretty well known. I don't think they'll turn out like my Luke Combs, but
tell them about Drake White though.
Drake White's an insane performer. I don't know what kind of if he does like a bunch of drugs before he goes up on stage.
Oh, definitely does a line of cocaine.
Almost certainly.
Yeah, when we saw him when he came to BG and he was climbing the lights and he climbed all the way up to the top, then dropped his mic, so he had to climb back down and finish the song.
I thought this dude was gonna rip those lights down. Like this ladder was not built for what he was doing.
I mean, just the way he sings, like "Making Me Look Good Again."
Oh, that song just makes you feel good
man,
too.
I think that's his best work.
Yeah. And then Michael Ray, we saw him. Brian and I saw him a couple months ago. I don't know, Brian, what'd you think about him?
I thought he was good. Yeah, I think I liked him more after seeing him live. I mean, not that I disliked him beforehand, but definitely that added to it.
Honestly, I really don't remember him. just because I feel like Old Dominion like just blew it so out of the
Old
water. with
Dominion,
that.
yeah, they stole the show. That was also the concert where we saw High Valley, which was all right. I wasn't crazy about.
Yeah.
They opened up
Yeah.
for Michael Ray, and then Michael Ray before Old Dominion.
But I think I'm excited to see him at the smaller setting, like a county fair. See what kind of show he can put on.
Yeah,
I don't
County
know.
fairs are usually free too, aren't they? I mean, price of
I
admission, but the
wish.
concert.
They would
Really?
no,
Not mine, at least not in my experience.
No, I'm pretty sure we had to pay for these tickets, and you probably have to pay to go to the fair too.
Maybe down in Texas, Brett.
No, concerts in Texas are so much more expensive than Ohio. Like way more. Like imagine if Josh Abbott's a bad example because they're from Texas.
Tell that to my bank account after purchasing Luke Combs at Quicken Loans Arena tickets.
Oh, that's an L. That's probably that was probably a cool $80 each.
No, I haven't purchased them yet, but I was looking at the tickets before coming on the podcast today. Get in is like $89 before fees right now. So
you know how my mom tried to buy tickets to Luke Combs in Michigan, but bought them for Luke Combs in Maryland. She just sold the tickets. Paid after fees, paid $60 each. Sold them for $180 each. Wow. On Ticketmaster.
There are people that make a living doing that.
It's Luke Combs with Cody Johnson opening for him.
And Ray Fulcher.
And Ray Fulcher. Like two of the most talented people in music, not country music, period, are touring together. He's got like 6 stops.
It's the amphitheater ones.
We'll get to it later.
Just let's talk about it now, since we're on it. But if the concert's on a Friday, if it would have been on a Saturday, I would have made that 8-hour drive from Ohio there by myself for that.
Oh yeah, like if you live in Michigan, Maryland, South Carolina, Georgia, or North Carolina, or any of the states that touch it, buy tickets, buy $100 tickets to this thing and go to it. It is the last time you're going to see two guys of this caliber and talent. Yeah. Cody Johnson's blowing up. He's not going to be opening for too many people much more. Get tickets to it. Go to it.
I'm kind of disappointed that we can't go, but it's a Friday.
You should have bribed your boss with a ticket. They're like, dude, you want to go see Cody Johnson and Luke Combs?
Want to go for an 8-hour car ride with me?
All right, Hunter, who else are you seeing this summer? I know you got a few.
The same fair that I actually saw Luke Combs a couple years ago. I'm going to see Travis Denning and Dylan Carmichael. I'm excited for Travis Denning since, I mean, he's only got 3 songs out.
Well, he's one of the great songwriters right now. And actually, I'll pitch in a little bit about Dylan Carmichael because, Hunter, you and I saw him in this like 500 person venue opening for John Langston last year.
Yeah, we had no idea who he was. I felt like could have paid better attention to him if we would have known who he was. He was just up there humming a guitar, and he was great.
I had a very good reason not to pay attention to him.
So we're at this concert, and this 12 out of 10 blonde chick just decides she likes Brett. I don't know what. She probably had about 12 pitchers of margaritas.
12 drinks too many. She didn't know what area code she was in.
One of the guys she was with actually tried to give Brett the keys to his truck so he could go out and have a little fun in the back seat, but
I didn't. I was responsible. She was too far gone. We let that one go. I wasn't about to leave before John Langston came up. To all the guys out there, don't ever leave a concert early for a girl.
In August, we have a thing where the country radio station in Columbus puts on called Country Jam, which has this year's I'm going Saturday. It's got a great lineup. We got Brandon Lay, Ryan Hurd, Devin Dawson, 1,000 Horses, Lanco, and Old Dominion's headlining. And then on the poster underneath Old Dominion, there's a bunch of question marks. I don't know if they haven't found somebody or if it's going to be another big name. So we're really looking forward to that one. I think Brian's going to go.
Yeah, I should be able to make it down for that one, especially because you said Old Dominion.
I'm excited for Ryan Hurd. He's one that.
Oh, I loved Ryan Hurd was it 2 years ago when he sang "Love in a Bar"? I was obsessed with that song. He sings that song, right?
He just put out To a T. I think that just went to country radio a couple weeks ago. I'd expect to see that one getting some good spins on the radio here soon.
Okay, I'm going to make this a reoccurring thing. Whenever there's concerts that have TBD on them, I'm going to try to guess. Because going back to the country fest in Akron that Brian Hunter are going to, they had announced Cassidy Pope, Kip Moore, and Chris Young, and they had a TBD, and I guessed that Morgan Wallen.
You did guess Morgan Wallen.
I'm going to guess and say Ashley McBride is going to be the one that opens for Old Dominion.
Recently, I've just started listening to her, and what's her two songs, Girl Going Nowhere and the Dive Bar and the Dalagona.
Chattanooga?
No.
What the fuck am I thinking of?
You're thinking of
is that what you're thinking of?
Chattanooga
You were thinking of Chattahoochee by Alan Jackson.
I don't think that's it.
Who do you think the TBD for Country Jam is going to be?
Dude, Walker Hayes. I mean, that might have potential. That might have potential there. I'm going Walker Hayes.
That's a probable one. I'm gonna go with Russell Dickerson.
Ooh,
I think he fits right in between Lanco and Old Dominion.
That's a good guess. Anyways, Brian, who are you seeing this summer?
Oh, let's check it out. So similarly to Hunter, I will be at the Country Fest. Looking forward to that one again. That one is Cassidy Pope, Morgan Wallen, Kip Moore, and Chris Young. And then I have the awesome benefit of living near Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, which is home to Blossom, which is by far one of the premier country venues in the country. So they have a good slate of artists this summer. But Dierks Bentley, John Party, super looking forward to that one. Have you guys seen either of them before?
I've seen both.
I've seen both of them. Yeah, John Party is very good. Dierks Bentley is very good. I saw a couple summers ago. I went to Faster Horses and saw it was John Party, then Cole Swindell, then Dierks Bentley. And to end the concert, Dierks Bentley was a headliner. To end it, this plane just comes out and Dierks Bentley's singing Drunk on a Plane and a couple verses into the song. Then Cole Swindell gets out of the plane, starts singing, then John Party gets out, and they just ended the concert that way. It was crazy.
I'm looking forward to that one. And being at Blossom, like I said, if you ever get a chance to go to Blossom, I mean, it's just a big old party. They have the pavilion seats where you can actually get seats in front of the stage, but then they have the big lawn area where it's just people setting up tents and chairs, and it's a good time. It's a lot of fun, but it's definitely one of those concerts that take an hour, 2 hours to just get home at the end of the night, just to leave the venue.
I've heard that. I've heard Blossom's parking situation's trash.
It is.
It is, but before the concert, they basically just park you in fields.
Yeah.
There's not really a parking lot. You just park in fields. The tailgating before Blossom rivals SEC football tailgating.
Oh, yeah. And hopefully, best part is that I'll get to experience that twice this summer because August 9th, Jason Aldean and Kane Brown. Never seen Jason Aldean in concert, and that's got to be on everyone's bucket list.
He's one on my list. I'm hoping I can make it to this one. So just buy me a ticket and I'll be there.
Okay. All right, cool. Hunter, hopefully you may be able to make it up for this one. Jake Owen performing at the Medina County Fair on July 31st. So Medina County Fair continues to host bigger artists every year. Last year it was Kane Brown, but in the past they've hosted little big town.
Brian, that's a Wednesday, right?
That is a Wednesday, yes.
You can count me in. I'll go to work hungover. Who cares?
All right, that's cool.
Anything for Jake Owen.
The best part is that it's literally a 2-3 minute walk from my house to the fairgrounds. So
nice.
So that'll be cool. But that's July 31st. Jake Owen. So only got 4 this summer. Unfortunately, I'd love to see Luke Bryan and John Langston, but that is the weekend of BGSU homecoming. So
I'm sorry, Luke Bryan, Cole Swindell, and John Langston.
Yes.
All right, so do you want to get into some of the songs, the albums here that's going to be released for the summer? Maybe some of the songs of the summer.
Yeah.
Well, I just got word yesterday on Twitter.
Your sources tell you.
My insider sources, direct from the source actually. In another episode here, next episode, we're going to be doing artists that are long overdue for some music, and on my list was Jordan Rager. Until yesterday, he tweets that he'll be releasing some music. So May 17th, Jordan Rager released some music, and he can no longer be considered overdue. And we're really looking forward to that one. He hasn't released a name for it yet. If it's anything like some of the stuff that he's put out recently, it's going to be a great summer song.
I would think it's got to be a lot of his work in progress sessions.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Brett, did you see you quote tweeted his tweet and then his mom liked it?
Oh, his mom liked it? Is that who? I thought he liked it. I didn't know his mom liked it.
I'm pretty sure it was his mom.
Shout out if she listens to this, which she won't, but if she listens to this, your son's awesome, and you are too.
Yes.
We appreciate
Thank you for the like, Mrs. Rager.
Yes, we appreciate you on Twitter.
We'll send you a free t-shirt when we make them.
So who else has well, I think the song of the summer is about to come out.
Immediate number one.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's going to debut at number 9 on the country chart.
It's actually projected to debut at 16, so you're not far off.
So we're talking about Luke Combs' new song, Beer Never Broke My Heart.
Phenomenal song.
Mm-hmm.
Heard it sung at the Houston Rodeo. Like, it deserves to debut at 16, and that just means that the week after it's going to be number 1. He hasn't announced when his album's going to be released yet, but I can personally guarantee you that every song from this album that touches country radio will be a number 1 song.
Yeah, I'm pumped for this one. Beer definitely hasn't broken my heart, but it's definitely broken my chin.
Bro, there was a lot more than beer that night.
Beer, a few shots.
St. Patrick's Day.
Walk home and you try to climb over a little concrete wall and you end up falling on your face and going to the emergency room for 5 stitches.
To be fair, that wall's like a solid 4.5 feet high.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 feet high.
To be fair, that wall put up a good fight.
It did, and it won by a lot.
It definitely did win.
I'd probably put money down on that wall every time.
He did conquer it again last weekend, and he did win this time.
Well, you told the nurse that you only had, 6?
That's what I told her, yeah. Whether she believed me or not, I don't know.
Well, she straight up told you she didn't believe you. Like, she told you that day that she didn't believe you. I wasn't there. I'm just speaking from secondhand sources that she didn't believe you.
The best part is that it was the end of the night, and we were kind of, winding down a little bit. And so,
it was not the end of the night, Brian. It was 7:30.
Yeah, but it was like the end of our, we were going to go back.
I started drinking at noon.
Yeah.
But
Corey and I, we ordered 16 ounces, and Hunter didn't hear us order 16 ounces. And so our beers come, and then he gets a full 32 ounces. And he's just staring at us, so pissed at himself. And that was the last point that he was mentally there.
I wasn't pissed at myself. I was mad at you guys for being a bunch of bitches and ordering 16-ounce beers, not going all in on the 32s.
Yeah, Brian, you got to step up. Read the room, man. Come on.
I don't know, man. You're the one that ended up in the ER with how many dollars? Emergency room bill. Is it like $1,500?
Oh yeah, it was like 5,000 before insurance covered it.
All because you had 16 more ounces of beer than I did. I'll take the 16 ounces less any day.
I don't think it was the 16. I think it was the 5 beers I drank at the party when you guys left me and I was standing there by myself. with a bag full of beer and nothing else to do.
Wait, which party was that one?
The one where you and Corey were playing Pong, and I was just like standing next to the table, standing with a grocery bag full of like 12 beers.
Yeah, I got a text from Hunter that night. That's like, we're at a party. Brian and Corey are playing Pong, and I'm standing here with a Kroger bag full of beers. There's one left.
Yeah.
I knew nobody at the party, but
Dude, I knew nobody.
Brian
I didn't
and
recognize
Corey
a single
and-
person.
So Rodney Atkins is releasing
that
his
comes out
album.
Friday.
Yeah, here on Friday. Love Rodney Atkins. Has some amazing work.
Love old Rodney Atkins.
Dude is the T-Pain of country music.
Yeah, I'm not sure about his T-Pain country album that's coming out, but
you know, the music he puts out's really good. The writing is really solid. You know, he's got the voice for it. It's just, man's getting old. Can't really carry a tune as good as he used to. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the album. I think it's going to be pretty good. You know, it's what you can expect from more of what you can expect from Rodney Atkins. I don't think he stayed pretty tried and true to himself. You know, whether he uses that.
I'd say the songs and what they say are true to Rodney Atkins, but I mean, I think it's just with getting old, the auto-tune has come.
Yeah, I think it'll be a pretty good one. Certainly not, you know, we'll lead with that one because it's certainly not going to be the album of the summer.
No.
But I think if you're looking for some stuff that won't make it on a country radio, some good stuff that makes you feel good, I think Caught Up in the Country, Rodney Atkins, released May 10th, is going to be the album for you.
What are we thinking about Justin Moore's album coming out in July?
I've been ready for this one since, what was his original release date? April? March?
April, yeah. It should have already come out.
I've been ready for that one since then.
He's got to release a single here soon, though.
He should.
But when we saw him, he played, what's it called? That's Why We Drink. I think that song played back-to-back with Beer Never Broke My Heart. 2 songs of the summer right there.
Kip Moore released The Bull as a single this year, but I don't remember. I didn't realize.
You missed that?
That came out like months ago.
That was like February.
Well, yeah.
All right, so I'm really excited. Aaron Watson is putting out maybe his last album. He says it's his last. We'll see how he feels. It's called Red Bandana. It's supposedly going to have 20 or more tracks on it. That comes out June 21st.
He's the only songwriter on every single one, too.
Yes, wrote them all, performed them all. It's going to be amazing. Aaron Watson is one of the best artists to come out of the state of Texas. And I'm sure everybody's heard Out of Style. You might have heard July and Cheyenne. You know, there's ones that you recognize.
For what is it? Run Horses Run.
Yeah, Run Wild Horse or Wild Horses. Yeah, that's a good one.
And Hunter, you and I heard Getaway Truck that one time.
We heard it that one time.
I implore everybody to go out and listen to this one from track 1 and track 20. Listen to the whole thing. Like,
it'd be well worth it.
I'm very curious how this next Thomas Rhett album is going to turn out, because last album was very good that he released with Unforgettable, Marry Me, Grave, all those songs on it.
A lot of number ones.
Lots of number ones. And then the singles that he's released since then have been very, very mixed. I mean, Look What God Gave Her, it's kind of a little poppy, but then That Old Truck is, you know, a conventional country song. So kind of curious to see what comes out of this next album. But I think like all his old stuff, it'll be just as good no matter how he sings it.
What's the most recent one he just put out? What's it called? Like Remember You Young?
He was starting to lose me there for a second because he was going down the pop route.
And then he put out the last 2 he's put out have been country music at its finest.
Remember You Young and That Old Truck are his last 2.
And both of those are they're amazing.
What was brought up last weekend when Hunter and I was talking was Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time. I totally missed that one.
Yeah, it came out and we didn't.
Yeah, we totally
I
missed
had
that.
no
Brett, have you
idea.
heard that one?
No, I don't think I've heard that one.
Yeah, it came out February, I think. Just
Yeah,
totally
it came
missed
out a
it.
while ago.
Yeah, totally missed it. But Look What God Gave Her is not bad either. But it's definitely different than That Old Truck and Remember You Young.
All right, then the last album that I think is worth noting. I'm not even going to go into detail about this. Billy Ray Cyrus, the man himself,
We
releasing
can
an
just
album
like
May 24th, The Snake Doctor Circus. I don't
that
know.
album will come out and then no one's gonna listen to it, and it's just gonna be there.
That's true. I might hit up a couple of those tracks.
It's maybe one of those things you listen to once and then never listen to again.
They'll be lucky if I even listen to it once.
So, okay, Billy Ray Cyrus's top 2 songs on Spotify right now. Old Town Road Remix, 158 million hits.
An achy breaky heart, right?
No, an Old Town Diplo remix. And then Achy Breaky Heart.
Hey, I'm pretty sure Old Town Road's his first number one since Achy Breaky Heart.
Oh, it's gotta be. And Billy Ray, if you're listening, you're not listening to this. Put it on your album.
Billy Ray's never gonna listen to this.
It is the only song that people are gonna listen to. Put your Old Town Road remix on the Snake Door Circus. All right, and then of course the best part of summer, the main part of summer. What kind of beers are we gonna be looking out for? What kind of drinks are we looking for this summer, guys?
I'll tell you what. I hope Bud Light Orange makes a good return this summer. But the lemon beer, that seems like it's in this year.
Bud Light lemon tea. This kid I know sent a Snapchat today and said it was good. So obviously it's good.
That is a solid, reputable review. I'm in. He's got me sold. I'm in. Okay, speaking of drinks that you can only have about 3 of before your stomach is punching you in the esophagus, Smirnoff Red, White, and Blue. I'm going to stand behind it. I'm putting my masculinity on the line and saying it's not bad. You can, that's one of those that you have at the family gathering, that you have at the 4th of July party. You have about, you tell your family you have 3, discreetly you drink 9, and you can't feel your face anymore.
You drink 9 just to get through that family gathering.
Yeah, so I would highly recommend Smirnoff Red, White, and Blue this summer. It's making a comeback. It's been out every summer, probably already in stores. Pick up a pack, have a couple, and if you find some at a family gathering, erase like 10 of them.
I have not.
Because nobody.
I have not ever had one of those before, so I would like to try one.
I would say it's like a melted bomb pop. The ones that you used to get from the ice cream truck.
I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You have too many of those, the sugar's going to get to you. I say Smirnoff Red, White, and Blue. Big endorsement this year.
All right, so Shiner Strawberry, rest in peace. I did get confirmation from the Shiner guys that they are not serving that anymore. They have no intention on serving that anytime soon. So, unfortunately, we are without one of our loved ones. But Strawberry Shiner was a classic while it lasted. Made from actual strawberries, so that was very good. And sad not to see it back on shelves this summer, because it was definitely a good beer to just hang out on the deck and drink. But yeah, well,
this beer was so good. Last summer we drove a half an hour just to get it because they don't sell it in Bowling Green.
Yeah, it was very strange which gas station it was actually sold at.
I mean, Shiner's a Texas beer, so that's expected, but we drove like over a half an hour just to get this beer. That's how good it is.
And we cleared them out too.
Yeah, there wasn't even a 6-pack for each of us. There was only 2 6-packs for the 3 of us. And we asked if they had any more in the back, and they told us no. And yeah, rest in peace, Shiner Strawberry. You had a good run. We love you. And then I would say the dark horse last beer that I'm going to throw in here for this episode, St. Arnold Lawnmower. So it is native to...
Sounds like a dad beer to me.
Texas.
It's such a dad beer.
It's native to Houston, Texas. So you might not be able to find it everywhere, but if you do stumble across some, pick it up. It's awesome. I had it at a tailgate at Rice University for a football game this year. And yeah, I mean, it's got lawnmower in the name. So great summer beer, great dad beer.
Sounds like a great beer to drunk drive your lawnmower with.
Oh, if you better have one hand on the steering wheel and one hand on a nice cold St. Arnold lawnmower.
That's amazing.
Is that all we got? Should we
Here's
go
our
ahead and end it?
here's our smoothest transition
Let's
into the end of a podcast ever. How are we gonna end this one, guys?
let's end it because I really gotta piss.
Yeah. Same. I've been doing the in a chair pee dance, kind of
Yeah.
shuffling my feet around for the last 15 minutes. Well, that's the episode, guys. Yeah. Thanks for listening again. Subscribe. You can find us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere that you listen to your podcast.
Wait.
Follow us on social media. Tailgate Country. There is an 8 in that. Thanks for
What
listening.
about
y'all again next time?
what about our summer playlist on Spotify?
Oh yeah. Okay. Here, I'll redo
And
our.
no, we'll just add it at the end. No one cares. If anyone's still listening, they're the only ones that are going to listen to our podcast or our playlist on Spotify. Search Hunter Baxter on Spotify, and you will find our summer playlist.
Yeah, and we don't have our own Spotify account yet.
Not
I'm
yet.
not paying for it. You pay for it.
Yeah.
All right, that's all the time we got for today, guys. Thanks for listening. We will see you again next week.
See you later.